Daniel chapter 7, verse 25.
If you have anything to add too, brother, you know.
Okay. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Right, this is going back to Antiochus, but this is really dealing with all of Esau. Go ahead.
And think to change times and laws.
Think to change times and laws. Go ahead.
And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
And they shall be given into his hands until the times, and the dividing of times. But what did he do? He thought to change times. Right. What times? The times that the Most High set up, going back to the beginning.
Right.
Now go from there to the book of Job. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Job 17 and 12. To show you further that these devils done change the times. Job 17 and 12. You can read that.
Job chapter 17 verse 12. They changed the night into day. The light is short because of darkness.
See? They changed the night into day. The light is short because of darkness. Why? Because that's where you have that so-called daylight saving time.
Right.
Set 1 hour forward, 1 hour backwards at certain times of the year. And they have a leap year every 4 years. They have a leap year. Why? Because they're trying to keep and maintain this bullshit calendar that they have.
Right.
Back then, you didn't have to do that. Back then, everything would flow perfectly. But when Esau took over everything. The scriptures say that all things are out of course.
That's right. That's right. Surely the turning of things upside down
shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. Matter of fact, get Isaiah 24 verse 5. Isaiah 24 verse 5. And this devil done changed everything, man. But you got these niggas that they just love the fucking white man, man. The high time coons and all them niggas, man. You know what? Them guys are starting to get. It's really starting to get. This is starting to get old. You know. Pretty soon you ain't even gonna hear about them guys, like the Elder Tahar always says. You got that, brother?
Isaiah chapter 24 verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws.
Transgressed the laws.
Changed the ordinance.
Changed the ordinance.
Broken the everlasting covenant.
Broken the everlasting covenant. They changed the ordinance. What ordinance? They changed the laws of the Most High. They changed the time periods. They changed. They turned everything upside down. Matter of fact, you got something?
No.
Go to the book of Psalms. What is that? 82 and 5.
That's dealing with I say you're gods.
Well, the verse before that.
Okay.
The verse before that, I believe it says that the foundations of the earth are out of course or something like that.
All right, give me a sec.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
82 and 5.
Psalms 82 verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course. That's why we have the floating Sabbath. That's why 1 month it might be Saturday. The next month it might be Monday. The next month it might be Tuesday. The following month it might be on a Thursday. Because all the foundations of the earth are out of course. It's simple mathematics. Like we keep telling you, brother, this truth is simple. It's not nothing complicated about it. But you got these clowns that try to make it complicated. That's why Yahweh Shai said, he said, "Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, for you swallow a camel and you strain at a gnat."
That's right.
They can go into all this charismatic and elaborate breakdown of words and of all kind of stuff and of all kind of complicated things.
Right.
But then when it comes to something simple like the new moon or the Sabbath or simple things, they get all jumbled up and fucked up.
Right.
You know? All right, so now let's go from there. Let's go to Numbers 10 and 10. And we're going to wrap this up soon because we pretty much made the point already. And I have a few scriptures here. We're just going to hit a couple more scriptures and then we're just going to end it there.
Numbers chapter 10 verse 10. Also in the day of your gladness and in your solemn days and in the beginnings of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings and offer the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your power I am the Lord your power.
Right. Also in your days of gladness and in your solemn days and in the beginning of your months, which is the new moons, which was the Sabbath. You shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over the sacrifice of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your power. I am the Lord your power. All right, go from there, Isaiah 1 and 13. That's pretty much self-explanatory. You know, we don't have to break that down.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 13. Bring no more vain oblations. Incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meeting.
Right, because the Most High came to the point where he got fed up with the feast, you know, with our feast days and our sacrifices and all that. Go ahead.
Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hateth.
Right, your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hateth. Go ahead.
They are a trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them.
Right. Go ahead. That's it on that.
Yeah.
Go from there to 2 Chronicles, the 2nd chapter and the 1st verse to the 4th verse. You know, this is just, you know, we're just going through a few more scriptures to show you about the new moon. You know, because the new moons were very important, you know. Like I said, not only did they govern the first day of the month, but they also governed Sabbaths. They governed a lot of different things. That's why the Most High said, look, I'm weary of them things now from you. Because Israel is running it to the ground. Go ahead.
2 Chronicles 2 and 4.
And start the first verse.
First verse. 2 Chronicles chapter 2 verse 1. And Solomon determined to build an house for the name of the Lord, and an house for his kingdom. And Solomon told out 70,000 men to bear burdens, and 80,000 to hew in the mountain, and 3,600 to oversee them. And Solomon sent to Hiram, the king of Tyre, saying, As thou didst deal with David my father, and didst send him cedars to build him an house to dwell therein, even so deal with me. Behold, I build an house to the name of the Lord my power, to dedicate it to him, and to burn before him sweet incense, and for the continual showbread, and for the burnt offerings morning and evening, on the Sabbaths and on the new moons,
Right. Yeah.
and on the solemn feasts of the Lord our power. This is an ordinance forever to Israel.
Right. It's an ordinance. It's an order. It's a law. Because the Most High already wrote it down in the law about the new moons and about the Sabbaths and all that. All right, go from there to Isaiah 66. Isaiah 66. And I'm just going to go straight to the point. Isaiah 66 and 21.
Isaiah chapter 66 verse 21. And I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, saith the Lord.
This is in the kingdom. Go ahead.
For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another,
From one new moon to another. Go ahead.
and from one Sabbath to another,
And from one Sabbath to another.
shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord.
Right, and it always keeps mentioning the new moons with the Sabbath. Why? Because the new moon is what governs the Sabbath. That's the beginning of the month. That's the first day of the month. Is the first Sabbath of the month. Go ahead.
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
Right, because it's going to come a time when these things are going to always be remembered. It ain't talking about the fire is going to always be burning and the worm is, you know.
Right.
It's talking about that it's going to be written like this is written.
Right, right.
You know, and then it's going to be as a memorial. So it's not going to die because the memorial of it is going to still be kept alive. All right, go from there to Colossians 2 and 16.
Colossians chapter 2 verse 16. Let no man therefore judge you in meat, or in drink, or in respect of an holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days.
Right. So now, if you can't get this, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or the Sabbath days. If you can't get this, if you can't get that the new moon is the beginning of the month, that is the first, that is the Sabbath of the month, and that it governs the rest of the Sabbath days, then then keep it the way you keep it. As long as you're keeping it to the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in sincerity, He'll honor that.
Right.
Because we're rehearsing the righteous acts.
Right.
But we're showing you that according to the scriptures, the new moon is the beginning of the month. It is a Sabbath day, and it governs the rest of the Sabbath days.
Can I say something?
Yes, brother.
And for those niggas out there that they're not keeping the new moon Sabbath, they're keeping it some other time just to spite us. And you know what? The Most High is gonna judge you.
Yep, Most High gonna jack your ass up.
You're doing it spitefully and out of wickedness. Man.
Right. But those of you brothers that's out there that's doing this work sincerely,
right?
Then if you can't understand that the new moon is a Sabbath,
right?
That the new moon is the beginning of the month, is a Sabbath, and then 6 days work shall be done, and the 7th day is a Sabbath, which is actually the 8th day of the week. Then just keep it the way you keep it. As long as you keep it to the Lord.
Right. Rehearsing the righteous acts.
Rehearsing the righteous acts. That's right. And then, like I said, with that, we're gonna close it up there because pretty much the point has been made. There's no reason to keep. And we can go into all type of scriptures on it, but that's the main purpose of this was to explain to you brothers the new moon. So with that, we're gonna say shalom. Hope you brothers understand. Hope you brothers got the understanding of this. And to the next time we say shalom.
Shalom, brothers.